women. I now invite to the stage with his wealth of experience, Chef Samy Gemayel, to address us with his birthday.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's a great privilege for me to be standing here in front of you all. I want to thank the sisters for inviting me, and I want to thank them for everything they're doing for you, for us in Lebanon, and for our community. It's a great achievement what you did, and we are very proud of you, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you very much. I want to thank the students. Thank you for this very warm welcome. Thank you for this very warm welcome. Thank you for the teachers that gave us some time today to be able to address you. And I will not be very long. I will just take a few minutes to talk to you about Lebanon. Your country, because it is your country, it is your first country, it's a great country on all levels. Your country is a living legend. It's a living legend because stories like that, you hear them only in movies. But the story of Lebanon is not a fiction, and it's not a movie, and it's not a legend. It is reality. Your country is the land of the free, in a region where there is no freedom. Your country and your countrymen in Lebanon managed to resist and to preserve freedom of speech in a very difficult region of the world. Your country is the only democratic country in the Middle East. And it's been this way for a very long time, at least 100 years. Your country is the refuge of all the persecuted communities and people in the Middle East. Everyone who was persecuted found refuge in Mount Lebanon, your mountain, the place we all cherish, the place we saw on the pictures in the slideshow. It is for me a duty to ask you to always feel that you belong to this country, to always feel that your heart is there, and always keep in mind that one day you should maybe go back there and found your family there. And I hope that we will be able to build a modern country, a civilized country, that will maybe be more attractive to your parents and to you to go there and live there. Our goal in everything we are doing every day is to make of Lebanon a modern country, a democratic country, a peaceful country, a country where all the services are provided to all the Lebanese people. Today, you live in a very nice country. Australia is a very nice country. And I'm sure you're enjoying it here. Our goal is to make of Lebanon a more enjoyable country than Australia. So we will do our best, whatever it takes, we'll do our best to make of Lebanon the most beautiful country in the world on all levels. And I want you to know that we need you for that. We need you. We need your ideas. We need your experience. We need your love and your involvement in building our country. You're still very young, but in a few years, I hope you will be able to vote in Lebanon, to change in Lebanon through your votes, and to push for a real change in Lebanon. A change for the best. A change for peace. A change, I would say, that put aside all our political figures and come up with new people, with young people, with people who really want to change our country for the best. And you are the free Lebanese people living abroad. You are the one on whom we rely on to do a real change. You here, you have everything you need. That's why you are free to vote and to choose the best people to rule Lebanon. In Lebanon, the Lebanese people do not have everything they need. They are afraid, they are poor. We have nearly 30% of the Lebanese people living under the line of poverty, at least 30%. We have no social security. We don't have, I would say, health care. So we need a lot of improvement. And you can do a lot. I just want one thing from you, is just to follow up through Facebook, through Twitter, through the websites, all the news of Lebanon. Know what's going on there. Try to understand the problems and help us find solutions. We need your ideas. We need you to be involved. We need to feel you that you are living our problems and our expectations with us. You can communicate all the time with us. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to communicate with us, your ideas. If you want to do projects, it's open. Lebanon needs a lot on all fields. Environment, urban organization, economical solutions. Tomorrow you will be in college, you will have a lot of ideas to give us. And I hope that you will always keep in mind that your country needs you as much as Australia needs you. Your country, Lebanon, needs you. I hope that you will push your parents to take you to Lebanon at least once a year. At least. Spend the summer in a very nice, on the very nice beaches of Lebanon, or come in the winter and ski on the very nice mountains of Lebanon. And for sure, go see your town, your hometown, where you come from. Go see the beauties of Lebanon. And I promise you, you will not be deceived at all. Let me ask you a question. How many of you went to Lebanon at least one time? Raise your hand. Wow. 6? Okay, how many went 2 times? 3? 4? 5?
I came from Lebanon.
So, starting today, we are going to put a lot of pressure on our parents to go at least once a year. And once you go there, I would love to see you. You just ring us and say, we want to meet with you, and I would be glad to see you when you go there and to talk to you about that. I will not be very long. I prefer to take your questions. So if the sisters don't mind, I would love to take questions from the crowd. Is it okay? Yeah. So, no. You have to be very quiet and very silent if you want to do that. So please, if it's possible, I will take few questions because I want to hear you and I want to answer your questions. So go ahead. Let's start with this young man. Go ahead. Stand up.
Isn't it like constant pressure to be up there in the political part of Lebanon?
Can you repeat your question?
Is it like constant pressure to always be on top of the political things and everything?
It's a very interesting question. It is difficult because Lebanon is a very difficult country where it's very difficult to be in politics with integrity and to preserve your principles and not be threatened with your security and threatened with your life if you want to say what you believe in. So you are always under pressure, you are always threatened, but as you can see, we are persevering in telling what we believe in and continuing our struggle for freedom and the independence of Lebanon. Thank you. Who's next? Please go ahead.
Yes,
So you reckon Australia can be like Lebanon one day?
I hope that Lebanon will be like Australia the other way around. I really hope we are working day and night to make of Lebanon a civilized, modern, and democratic country and a peaceful country. We are working every day to instigate the rule of law and make everyone feel that they can go back to Lebanon and be secure and not be threatened. I cannot promise, but I will tell you that our whole life is dedicated for this purpose, and we will not stop until we achieve it. Thank you.
Do you feel like your political heritage makes you responsible for the new generation of Lebanon?
Actually, I don't believe in political heritage. I just believe that someone should do whatever he believes in. And I believe in this country. I believe in this mission I am doing. I believe that we should not let all the sacrifices that we're giving for this country go in vain. Thousands of young Lebanese, as young as you, gave their life for this country, including my cousin that was your age. He was 17 years old when he was fighting to defend Lebanon against the Palestinian occupation at that time. He was killed in duty, and I will never let his death go in vain. My brother was 34. He was a member of the Lebanese parliament, and he was struggling for the independence and freedom of Lebanon, and he was killed. And I will not let his death be in vain. And all the people that gave their life for Lebanon, we will not let them die for nothing. We will do everything to give a meaning to their death and let Lebanon be much better than it was.
Amidst all the political unrest now happening in North Lebanon, what are your thoughts about religious unity today?
About what?
Religious unity?
Religious unity. First of all, the problem in the north of Lebanon today is because the Lebanese state is not taking a very firm stand against anyone who holds a weapon as a civilian. No civilian in Lebanon should be able to carry a weapon. Once the Lebanese state takes decisive action against any individual or person that carry a gun, then we will be able to build a country, and then there will be no incidents like it happened in Tripoli. This is first thing. About religious unity, what is needed is not religious unity. What is needed is mutual respect. Everyone should be able to have his own religious beliefs. Everyone should be able to live its own culture, to live the way he wants to live. But the main condition to live in peace in Lebanon is to respect each other's culture and religion.
How voting is important for our future.
Voting is the way to change. Is the modern way of changing things, is voting. In maybe a few centuries ago, people changed by force. They gathered a lot of soldiers and warriors, and they made the change by killing other people. The humanity got to a point where change is made peacefully with voting. That is called democracy. So democracy is the way we believe in to change things. That's why we believe that the people living abroad have a very important duty to help us change the situation in Lebanon through democratic means, and the best way to do so is to vote and to influence the future of your country. In order to do that, you need to follow up the news, you need to be online, you need to ask questions to your parents, to ask me questions through Facebook, through Twitter, through any social media you want. And I will give you even a better way to do so. There are people here in Sydney that belong to my party and that are sitting here with me that will be glad to answer any of your questions and to keep you updated with what's happening in Lebanon. Thank you.
How does it feel to be a part of the Lebanese parliament?
Excuse me?
How does it feel to be a part of the Lebanese parliament?
How does it feel? It's a very interesting question. No one ever asked me this question. I thank you. No, let me answer it very clearly. I believe that if I could choose an activity to do in my life, I would choose being in the parliament and saying out loud what the people want to say in the middle of the parliament.
Yes.
The best feeling ever, the best feeling you can ever feel is to feel that you are representing thousands and thousands of people in the middle of the parliament and saying out loud what you believe in the name of everyone. It is, for me, a great honor. I am doing it with all my heart, and unfortunately, there are other members of the Lebanese parliament that are there just for fun. They are there because it's prestige, you know, it's nice to be a member of the parliament, and they do nothing. They just go out to the restaurants and say, wow, I'm a member of parliament. They don't do anything else. But no, we are there to change. We are there to use the tools of democracy to change for a better future for our children and for all the generations to come.
Who's your biggest role model? Like someone that you look up to?
Model. You are asking me if I have a model? A role model. I look up to in my life. This is...
Good question.
I will tell you that I know that it's normal for a Christian to say that Jesus Christ is our hope. But I really believe, let's put aside our faith. Put it aside. Let's talk about the values of Christianity. These values are for us a way of living. It's for us a model or an example. We try to follow all our life. And the values of Christianity, love, respect, the acceptance of the other, be true to yourself, always say the truth, never lie, even if it costs you your life. That's what Jesus Christ did, and that's what we should all do. Always respect and always be true to yourself, always be true to your people, and always say the truth in front of everyone without ever lying. But I will tell you that I know that you wanted me to name a person, not Jesus Christ. So I will not let your question go in vain. I will give you two names. The first name is Gandhi. Gandhi, you know Gandhi? You don't like Gandhi? No? Let me tell you why Gandhi. Because this guy managed to free his country without ever asking people to go violent. And I admire that, because he asked his people to face a dictatorship and face an occupation without asking them to kill anyone or to hurt anyone. And at the end, he succeeded. And he managed to get to his goal. The second person I want to talk about. Usually I don't like to name people from my family. But I cannot not to talk to you about my grandfather. My grandfather is a guy who succeeded at the age of 31 years old to create a political party that became the biggest political party in the Middle East, with 200,000 people adhering to it, without making a single speech in public. So this guy for me is an example, because he led by example. He was trying always to give the good example. He was always trying to take the good decisions. And I believe that he made a difference, he made a change. And he managed to preserve the Christian community in Lebanon for over 70 years. Thank you. I will take just one more question from the back, and I will stop. Go ahead. This young lady. What's your name? I can't hear you.
What inspired you to become what you are today?
What inspired me to be where I am today? It is a very easy question to answer, because what inspired me to be here today is the people who died for us to be free in Lebanon. Without them, Lebanon today would be called Syria, or would be called Palestine, if some Lebanese young men didn't do everything in their power to stop it. And we have to thank them every day, and we have to continue their fight. Thank you.